everybody, I am Meg from Loven Stamps and welcome to my studio on this Thursday morning. So today it's turning out to be another twofer week. Well, I guess Tuesday was a twofer, today's Thursday, so it's two for Thursday, two for Tuesday, two for week. Fabulous project today, and I'm gonna show you a punch and I want you to tell me what you think of first when you see it, okay? So it's a new punch, you haven't seen it before, it's actually super sneak peek, and I'm gonna show it to you. So here's the punch. What do you see? Okay, I'll tell you what I see. I see two hearts and a conversation bubble, right? Isn't that what you see too? So no matter who you are and what kinds of projects you make, whether you send things for Valentine's Day or not, this punch is going to be one that you need because those are really key elements. But this punch actually pairs with the Be My Valentine stamp set, which is going to be part of a new sneak peek collection that will come out in January. I know it's a little early, but this will be in the new mini catalog when the current holiday mini catalog is over. And I'm showing it to you now because you can get this if you're super excited about it. I promise you will be after our projects. And you can get this a number of ways. So we'll talk about that as we go. There's designer series paper to match. There are these sweet little embellishments here to match. You see those little enameled shapes and so forth. There's ribbon to match. There's some new boxes. It's a really fun suite. So the suite is called Be Mine Suite Collection, and it's BEE Mine. You won't find it in the online store yet, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But let's switch our camera over on this fabulous Friday morning, or pre-Friday morning, so that I can show you the pretty papers. And here we go. All right, so here are the pretty papers for this. So we have these fun bee patterns. The backs of these are the cross hatches, the little honeycombs, and so forth. There's a little jar of honey. There is a little bee pattern. We're going to use that one also. There's some bee mixed panels here, flowers, more flowers, stripes, mixed pattern, and honeycomb. And then the stamp set itself is Darling, which includes a fair number of puns, which if you know anything about me and Maker Mornings with Meg, you know that I love a good pun. So let's get going on our project, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about how you can get this fantastic suite. Oh, and lest you be concerned, we are also going to do a fall version of this treat packet today, and here are the papers that we'll be using from the Them Bones suite collection for our fall version of this project. So don't worry, I do have something that you can get today, so the link is in the supplies for that. All right, so Be Mine. I'm going to pull out some pieces here. I have a treat bag. These are the, in the main catalog, these are the treat bags. They're currently available for everyone and linked in the video description. And I'm pawing around here looking for my packet of treat bags. Well, anyway, they come in all the 23 to 2025 in colors. And this one happens to be Pebbled Path, which is a nice gray. And we are going to work on putting together a little decoration for this. So I'm gonna make a wrap. This is a piece of designer series paper from that new Be Mine collection. It's 3 inches tall and about 10 inches wide, and I've just scored it to go around the edge like this. So we're just gonna wrap this around our piece. And let's see. So like I said, this is a suite collection. It's available now if you are a demonstrator who has signed up for OnStage at Home, which is the virtual Stampin' Up! Convention event that will be in November. I think it's November 11th. And it's an all-day online convention and a fabulous chance to see some ideas and so forth. Registration's closed for that, so if you didn't already register for it, I'll tell you how you can still get this. Okay, so hang in there. Now, if you're like Meg, I'm not a demonstrator. That is not going to be open to me. The good news is that you can become one with a fabulous 35 special, and you can visit my website at Loven Stamps to learn more about that. And I promise that you're going to want to, because not only will you get a free registration to OnStage at Home online, which you can watch anytime if you're not available on the 11th. But you'll also have access to this pre-order, which is one of the fabulous perks of being a demonstrator. So learn more about that. All right, okay, here's the rest of those bags. I have so many things to show you today that they're like taking over. So there's a couple more colors of these. That's the Moody Mauve and the Boho Blue colors. Okay. And then let's go ahead and look at this piece here of cardstock. So this is going to be our tag. We're going to have this attached kind of like here. I think maybe we'll fold this down and have it attach here. But I wanted to give this some extra fun design element. And the problem is that when I want to have like a fun tip on this, I need a way to cut that. And so one of the great ways to do that is to use a punch, such as the hexagon punch. This is the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, which is part of an online exclusive that you might have missed. And this is it. So it has lots of great greetings for different things, some sympathy, some wedding, some whatever, sending you love and hugs. That goes with everything. And of course, these all fit with this fabulous hexagon shape. These borders are also a great fit, and they make this punch a fabulous bonus for any occasion because we're going to use it on our B card here. So we're going to use this punch to make a fun border on this tag. So, all right, if you guys are tuning in today, make sure you say hi so we know you're here. Let's see. Yeah, Sue's right. It is a soggy morning here in central Illinois. For sure. It is quite rainy. Now, I don't want to ink the whole stamp here because I want this to be long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it by careful inking here on my pad and then stamping a little bit away from the bottom edge. This trick doesn't like to be right at the bottom edge of the paper. So now we have a cute little dotted border, which actually goes perfectly with our B's. For this punch. So when you want to make an endless length tag, you can make these any length you want. You are going to slide your cardstock into the punch and then pull up the tail to pull it through. Now, this is 2 1/4 inches wide. This trick also works on the modern oval punch that is just come out in the new catalog too. So what I've done is line that up there at the tip very closely, and then get my cardstock straight, and then I'm going to go ahead and punch it. And now we have a long version of this fun tag. So perfect, right? Okay, so this is going to pop on here, and let's do a little bit of stamping in our background. The stamp set has some cute backgroundy images, so I'm going to grab my, I'm going to stamp I'm going to stamp off the edges just a little bit. So I'm going to pull my background here. And I'm going to use this little honeycomb here, which is kind of a fun image. And I'm going to stamp just a couple of these and maybe one down here. Okay. All right, so we've got some honeycombs. Now, before I stick our bee on, we're going to add some extra decoration to this. So hang on and we'll come back to that. But let's go to our bee stamp and our bee punch, okay? If you're trying to figure out how this is going to be a bee, I promise it will become clear here in a moment. So I need my basic white cardstock, and we are going to take our 2 bee components here, bee body components, and I'm going to tell you that I found it easiest to stamp first on the black part of our bee, okay? So this is one of those stamp sets I just told you the other day to sort of double check and see what works best for you. Sometimes you'll want to stamp a background, sometimes you want to stamp an overlay first. And so I'm going to use my yellow here. This is Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to make sure I match up with the bottom of our bee little stinger piece. And so there we have our little bee body. Do you see it yet? Then we're going to take our little faces. So this stamp set also, even if you're not using bees, you want this stamp set for all the cute emoji faces that are included. Lots of cute ones. And then there's lots of little hearts and flowers and pieces in here. So even if you're not a bee fan, I know my friend Betsy is like, not a bee fan? Who could that be? Oh, thanks, Corinne. we're going to go ahead and stamp a little face on here. So there is little face. You can do it any way you want. You could have your bee turn sideways, all kinds of fun possibilities. And then we're going to pop this in here and go ahead and punch our bee. All right, so I feel like our bee looks bald now. So never fear, we're going to give him or her a little bit of, we're gonna give them the antenna that they need. So let's also give the bee some wings. So I'm gonna kind of look just here and see where I can stamp these to see where I can easily reach them. And the answer to that is that I can stamp them kind of down here. Like this is gonna be the angle I need. And a lot of times to avoid, trimming my paper and stuff like that, I will kind of pre-plan like that so that I know where I can reach. And then I'm gonna stamp off on our bee wing background. And this is Petal Pink, which is one of the colors in the Designer Series paper. So of course it matches our cute honey. And then I'm going to pop these on here. So now we have 2 wings, and then I can take my punch and go ahead and punch these out. So there's 1 wing set and there's 2 wing sets. And now we'll go ahead and put these together with our bee, what happened? There it is. Our bee body, so you can see kind of how cute these are together. Look, it's so sweet. And I'm going to make this really easy on myself. I'm just gonna pop 2 dimensionals on the back and right at the intersection between these papers, and that is going to give us a cute little, isn't that sweet? All right, so like I said, if you need this, there's a great way to get it. And all you will want to, when you sign up to be a demonstrator and get your starter kit under the Awesome 35 special, then you'll be able to pre-order this stamp set as well. So, all right, let us go back here. We need a little like bee trail, of course. So I'm going to pop this little curly Q on there so that we have our little bee, oh, there we go, our little bee trail here. And then we're going to work next on our word bubble. So when I showed you this at the very beginning, I said, what do you see when you look at this punch? And my answer is definitely a conversation bubble and 2 hearts. So even if you're not a bee fan, which I'm not always, this is a punch that you're really gonna want. So let's take a look. This cute little, is this gonna fit? Yep. This cute little word stamp right here is going to fit nicely with our You Make My Heart Buzz greeting. And here we are turning this into a conversation heart. All right, so there is our greeting. And then we're going to add just a little extra treat to this. Like I said, there are tons of cute little accessory images, hearts, and so forth in here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp these hearts right here at the top corner of our little accent piece. All right, so bringing this all back together, let's go ahead and put a Stampin' Dimensional here, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel these. And like I said, I promise I have another project that you actually are probably interested in for right now. Although, I mean, honestly, I think this is pretty darling. Why wouldn't you want to do this project right now? So let's get those set. So there are our cute little bee pieces on our bag. Now we need sort of an accent here at the top to make this a little bit more exciting. So we have sort of a topper to balance it out. And then we have some embellishments to add. So I'm gonna take my ribbon. This is Sweet Sorbet ribbon, which is part of this bundle, part of the Sweet collection. And it's kind of a nice width. It's a little bit thinner than a similar ribbon we've had in the past, I think. And so I'm gonna go ahead and tie that little bow there and make my little ends be short because that is what makes them cute and sweet. And then we are going to add this. Now, there are a number of different ways you can add this to your project. I am going to go ahead and use a mini glue dot, which I need to grab over here. For a ribbon like this, I find that this is really kind of the best choice. And what I do, peel back the backing. Their little guys are underneath here. And then you can either pick them up with your fingernails. You don't want to touch them with your fingers if you can avoid it. or roll them into a little kind of burrito shape on here, and then just pick them up by pressing your bow down onto, and I'm gonna get 3 so that we have a nice attachment. So there's 3 little guys on the back there, and then I'm gonna pop this up here at the corner of our tag. All right, so what else do we need here for our tag? We need a little embellishment. And so, hey Becky, hey Carol. Yay, I know, it's so cute, right? Thanks, Corinne. And we are going to pull in these fantastic elements. These are the adhesive backed hearts and flowers. And again, these products will be available for stampers to order from my online store in January. But aren't these sweet? So cute. And if you are a demonstrator already and you registered for OnStage, you can pre-order these things now as part of that sneak peek. And if you are not a demonstrator yet and you would like to pre-order these, you can get them on your first order even as a new demonstrator when you sign up. If you're a demonstrator and you didn't register for OnStage at home, that's okay too. You'll be able to pre-order these in December as part of the regular pre-order. So we're gonna take one of these hearts and pop it down here. And there is our cute little accent. You can see the shine on that. But I feel like we want a little bit more of something special. And so I'm gonna bring our punch back because it is so useful. And I am going to punch us an extra heart. We're gonna use this little heart here, and I'm going to punch this in Daffodil Delight here, which is a match for our paper that's tucked behind. So a great way to bring out the papers and use them again, or the colors rather, sorry, and use them again to really help them emphasize and connect. And so I'm going to pop a Stampin' Dimensional Mini on the back of these. Always a great thing, you know, when you're just a couple dollars away from getting Stampin' rewards on your order, dimensionals are really the ticket to things we can always use, right? All right, so I'm gonna pop a couple of those up there to just really emphasize. And did you see how here's like the without version? Just a little bit extra there just really helps to bring home all of our hearts and the whole idea here. And then to wrap this up, I will take a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm gonna pop them here so that I know that they won't seal our bag shut. You could seal the bag shut, but I think this is good enough. And then the person who gets this can of course open it and pull out the little treat that I've put inside, which I don't have anything for right now, so use your imagination. These also will fit a card, a regular card, so you can always make a regular card to go with these and tuck that into and use this as your envelope if you're presenting this to someone in person. I know it is super cute, right? I'm in love with this little bee set. So again, I think I made it pretty clear how you can get this. I'm gonna show you one more part of that sweet collection, and that is the set of these square pillow boxes. And you get a number of them in a package. They come with adhesive already on them, which is like a dream come true. The first thing you wanna do is just go ahead and gently fold along all those score lines when you get these. Again, these will be out in January in the new catalog if you're excited about them, so you can kind of keep an eye on what's coming up. And let's just go ahead and seal these. So we're gonna go crazy here, peel the adhesive, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna decorate this. Now, before you peel the adhesive, which I meant to do, but I guess we're not doing today, before you peel the adhesive is a good time to stamp on the box if you wanna stamp on it, okay? And you can just see how those curves line up just like right like that. And then of course they close easily and stay closed. Oh, let me get this down here. Stay closed all on their own with no adhesive, so they open and close nicely. But let's look really quickly at how to wrap these square boxes. I have a strip from our designer series paper, the Be Mine Sweet Collection designer series paper. If you want to have a nice contrasting color, sorry guys, my camera's like in a weird spot. Nice contrasting color, you could go with one of the solids, but I really like this because our tag is going to be nicely solid to go with it. And I've just cut a 2-inch strip, and this is going to wrap around like so. And I can pop some adhesive on the back Tear tape or Seal Plus is the best choice for something like this. You could use the multi-purpose liquid glue also. I know that's usually my best choice for everything, right? But you'll just have to hold it for a second if you use that. So yeah, never fear if you're a huge multi-purpose liquid glue fan, you can use it too. So I'm just gonna peel that off and line this up. And now we have our bag, our box wrap here. And then I have another tag that I made ahead of time. And so I would just take this and pop a couple of dimensionals on the back here. And I'm gonna attach them to the flat spot on the backs so that they stick nicely and keep our tag in place. So there is gonna be that. And then of course you could tuck just, a little bit of tissue or something in the top there. And actually this box I think is kind of a fun one. You could gift it open like this with just your little bit of treat sticking out the top. Or you could pop that all inside and go ahead and close it up. And then you have this finished and sealed box to gift to somebody. So there's two versions of our bee project. And you guys understand how to get these, right? So I'll have my blog post up a little bit later if you want to see it all written out, how to take advantage of getting these on pre-order. And if you have any questions about that, of course, let me know. But let's clear this away because I have another version of this project that you can get now and you would want to use now because it is, I'm going to turn this a little. It is the Halloween or fall version of this project. So let's pull in our pick of the patch stamp set. We're still going to use our hexagon here from our heartfelt hexagon. And I'm going to go ahead and clean our sweet sorbet hexagon here because we want to now stamp this on a piece of Starry Sky cardstock. So let's see. I feel like it is quite dark in here. Do you guys feel like it's dark in here? I can't remember. Let's see. Okay, is that any better? Well, anyway, all right. We're gonna go ahead and stamp this here in Starry Sky. And I'm going to use our same trick. So if you missed this one before, you're getting an instant replay. Stamp this little dots down at the bottom. Oh, I got pretty close to the bottom there. I'm gonna hold this so that it's the last part that goes through. And I'm going to line this up. This is a 2 1/4 inch wide piece of cardstock. And I'm gonna use the end of this punch, there we go, to give us a very perfect rounded bottom for our piece. So hexagon, heartfelt hexagon, fantastic online exclusive. So if you haven't seen it before, that's why. I have a strip here of basic white cardstock and I'm gonna use my pumpkins in Cajun Craze. So I've got them stamped here and those are pretty dark. So maybe I'm gonna stamp one more time and decide if I want the light ones or the dark ones. Let's see, well, what do you guys think? The light ones or the dark ones? I feel like the light ones. We could punch them all and use one of each. Maybe we'll just punch them all and decide what we like better. All right, so I've already got those positioned here. And if you don't know that positioning trick, let me know and I can send you a link to a video version of that. But the positioning trick makes it super easy to get all of your punching tricks done at the same time. So let's see, actually that's kind of, I don't know, do we like them mixed? Oh, somebody asked the color. It is Cajun Craze, not pumpkin pie, but good question. You could use pumpkin pie in this. Pumpkin pie is one of the colors included with the Them Bones Designer Series paper. So, but we're gonna emphasize the Cajun Craze because it's gonna go here with this strip of the cute skeleton paper. And let's see, the light ones. Let's grab our bag and put it all together and see here. So we have a strip of paper, we have our Starry Sky. We're going to give this a little bit of extra background here like this. And we're going to use some copper clay ribbon like so. Becky says one of each. Lila says she likes the box, thank you. And there's the darker ones. Okay, so I'll give you one more piece of this to fill in the blank. I really want to use the Happy Halloween, and I wanted to show up here without adding another white piece of cardstock or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this. So I'm going to stamp my Versamark. I'm going to add this is an old container, but my basic white embossing powder from the Basics. And then I'm going to use my heat tool to melt it. And so through the magic of television, ta-da, we have our Happy Halloween heat emboss. So let's pull this in here and look at this now. So do we like the dark ones, or do we like the light ones, or do we like one of each? Yeah, we can go with one of each. That's cute. All right, we'll take Becky's advice. And then this is going to pop on here. So let's grab a Stampin' Dimensional for the back of each one. And you guys can see how once you know kind of what you're doing, so in other words, we've already done this project once, you can see how quickly these things come together. All right, back to our Pick of the Patch pumpkin punch. And this is going to be our stem. So we're going to use this little notch at the top here to make 2 stems. But we're also going to use this notch for a special trick, and that is to create a little slot at the top of our piece here so that we have a place to tie our ribbon. So yes, the shape of it is a little bit not exactly what you'd expect, but our ribbon is honestly going to cover most of that up. And so we're going to end up with this cute little extra piece showing here. So let's go ahead and tie that bow. So remember, think about your punches a little bit differently. You can use them for all kinds of different tricks. My friend Julie Davison made a cute apple version of this punch. So you can use it to make little apples, all kinds of possibilities. And I'm going to kind of cinch this down here. And then I'm going to trim the end. This is the copper clay ribbon, and it's a great match for this project. It's just a little bit darker. So I kind of like that we went with one of our light pumpkins here because it just lightens the project up just a teeny bit. And then we have these. So this is a great time to use your multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm going to pop this one on the tall pumpkin. And then this one I find just a little bit tall for our smaller pumpkin. So I'm just going to round the end of it, and I don't have to work too hard. I just only have to round one end, and I'm going to pop this on here as our second little pumpkin topper. All right, so coming together here, and then we're going to go ahead and do our skeletons. And honestly, a lot of the times for something like this, rather than trying to measure, I just go ahead and pop that to the back side so that it's nice and snug. And then I have another piece of the paper here that I'm going to put here. Now this is a 12 by 12 paper. I just had mine chopped up into small pieces. So this is what I had left from other fun things that I've made. And I'm going to pop both of these on here. Let's see, I guess we'll do the back side first. And I'm going to leave room at the top. The nice thing about this bag is that it helps you get your pieces straight, right? Because there's a plaid line right across there. And then I'm going to match this up to the back, hopefully. Let's see. Am I going to match it up to the back? There. The great thing about multi-purpose liquid glue is that it gives you a second or two to scoot things around so that you can get things settled where you want them. All right. So there is the wrapper for this. Of course, you could keep the wrapper loose. You could have it slide if you really wanted to. And then I'm going to have our top folded down here on our bag. Here is our tag, and you could position this to show off the skeletons is probably what I would do. So I don't know if I would put it here like I did on my bee bag. I would probably move it over here to have a better shot at seeing those cute skeletons. So let's do this one more thing here. I'm going to pop a Stampin' Dimensional here on the background just to give this tag a little bit more oomph. This is another piece of the Designer Series paper here. And I'm going to give it a little, let's see, I'll give it a little fishtail. And don't worry too much about if your fishtails are even or not. You can see mine is totally not even, and I think that it is cute and jaunty. So if it bothers you, I guess you could do something more deliberate, but I think cute and jaunty also works. All right, so then let's pop some dimensionals on here. And one of the other great things about this tag being stuck to the top of the bag instead of the bottom is that when you open the flap, then you get the full reveal on that designer series paper and all of the fun elements that you have showcased there. So there are our 2 projects. Oh, good. Carol liked the one of each idea. There are 2 projects featuring the fall and Them Bones paper and the Be Mine Sweet Collection, which is available for Demonstrator pre-order. If you're attending OnStage, it'll be featured as part of the OnStage projects. And if you are not a demonstrator yet and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's awfully cute, that little conversation bubble, Meg, then rest assured that you can pre-order this also. What you would want to do in that case is go ahead and get the Demonstrator Starter Kit with a 35% special. So that's either 35% off the price of the kit or 35% additional product with your kit. Both are excellent deals. And then once you're a demonstrator, you'll be able to turn around. I think I actually talked to someone at Stampin' Up! Yesterday, and they told me like within a couple hours of your starter kit order getting approved, then they would go ahead and send you a link so that you would know all about OnStage at Home and getting these cute things pre-ordered. Now, if you're a demonstrator already and you didn't sign up for OnStage at Home, do not despair. You'll be able to get this as part of the demonstrator pre-order in December, which will be coming up for the new mini catalog. So this will be coming out in January then if you are a stamper and you want to hang out and get it then. So, all right. And then our cute pillow boxes. So lots of fun possibilities. This is a great Friday, like 2 for Friday. I guess it's a 3 for Friday. So we had 2 for Tuesday and 3 for Friday since we did 3 projects today. And hope you guys are excited about the rest of your week and the fun things that you have scheduled for your weekend. So Christine says she's reorganizing her craft in her office space. Oh my gosh, doesn't that feel, well, maybe not now, it doesn't feel wonderful, but when it's done, it will feel wonderful. And of course, if you are ever looking for craft organization ideas or storage space or stamping room ideas, stamping space ideas that would apply to a smaller space, even if you don't have a dedicated room or office, the beginning of Maker Mornings with Meg, so they were like episodes 1 through 10 or 11, were actually a studio, what did I call them? Loven Stamp studio tours. And they were our beginning of this whole, 402 episodes later thing. And they focused a lot on the reorganization for my studio, which is relatively new. And so it was how I put my things in drawers, where I chose to put my paper, how I put the things near that I use to streamline my stamping. So when you're reorganizing, if this is on your plan for the weekend, go back and watch some of those early episodes. Honestly, I think the easiest place to find those is probably on YouTube, and where you could also look back on my blog, but YouTube is pretty easy way to spot those things. So, all right, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for hanging out here. Christine says she needs a larger desk and a trip to IKEA. Yeah, IKEA is a pretty fabulous place. Like a little, quick tip if you're ever looking for cabinets and stuff, think about Cabinet Factory Outlets. That's where all my cabinets came from. We're in Central Illinois, and they have like these sort of factory returns and things like that. But I mean, did you ever look at these and think, oh, those look at factory returns? Anyway, lots of cool sources for storage and little tricks with IKEA and all kinds of things. So have a super fantastic Thursday. Happy pre-Friday to you. I hope you enjoy your weekend and that you have some fun crafting ideas in mind. And I will see you again next week on Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes of Maker Mornings with Meg. We will be moving into Christmas for Tuesday, I believe, with a new Loven Stamps monthly tutorial feature. And that will be featuring the Merry, Bold, and Bright suite. So the ones with the Christmas lights, if you aren't sure what I'm talking about. So anyway, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon. Happy stamping.